Hello Kitty girls. I'm just kidding, James, I love you, please don't copyright me. Oh, what is up guys? It's Eliza. So, as you can see, I'm not in my usual location. I am in my office because today we are gonna be doing something a little different. We're gonna be doing conspiracy theories. Sorry if the lighting is just totally wonky. It is like 9:30 at night right now. And I'm filming instead of doing my homework, so we love that. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour myself some tea here, which is actually just water in this really cute teacup. Look how cute this is, like, oh my gosh. It was the worst sound effect ever. So yeah, let's
spill some tea, shall we?
First victim is James Charles. I actually enjoy watching James Charles. I don't normally watch his videos because he's like very makeup and I'm very like not. But I do enjoy watching him on other people's channels like the Dolan twins, Emma Chamberlain. So I have a few conspiracy theories about him. Oh my god, this lighting is just like, it's not cute. This is gonna look like a sketchy home video and like, so. James Charles. I have a few theories on James Charles. So the first of which, RuPaul from RuPaul's Drag Race. I don't know if any of you guys know who that is. If you don't, you should. RuPaul is the queen of drag. RuPaul's the queen. So, and there are so many similarities between RuPaul and James, just like the way they talk, like their mannerisms. So
brave. Kitty girl.
Their gayness.
So gay.
I actually think that they are the reincarnations of each other in different races and different ages. Like,
yeah.
They're the same person. Okay, moving on. Okay, so I did some digging on his Instagram and I found this photo. He posted it like last year or something like that, and it was of him 2 years ago. And this is him now. This is not the same person. Like, I saw that and I was like, what?
First of all,
this is not how he looked 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was 15. And I mean, yes, I have changed immensely since I was 15. I'm not the same person that I used to be. But this James Charles is not that James Charles. So I don't know what happened, but 2 years does not make this much of a difference. Like, you don't just lose all of the freckles, lose the lips, the hair, the nose. You can't tell me that's the same nose. No, I'm not buying it. He's lying to us. He's lying. Sorry. Okay, my final conspiracy theory is actually one that I'm really proud of, that I figured it out, because I don't know if any of you guys actually know this, because it's been kind of on the low key. It's just kind of spurted recently. It's James Charles' love, his true love, his crush, his
Man Crush Monday.
Oh my gosh, you cannot tell me I did not sound just like James Charles in that last clip.
Man Crush Monday.
I love that.
Ethan Dolan. Yeah, James Charles has a crush on Ethan Dolan. I know everyone's gonna be like,
what? Oh my god, no. Like, what? No way.
because Ethan and Emma are dating, right? Well, no. And I mean, even if they are, which they're not, I don't believe that for a second. But even if they were, James has a love for Ethan. Okay, just look at the picture that James posted on his Instagram from the sister squads, like buying clothes for each other, whatever. Okay, James and Ethan are sitting 2 inches apart, and their hands, like, you can see it, their hands are like basically touching. Like, they're basically intertwined and they're basically in love already. Oh my god. Excuse me. And then I was watching on the Dolan twins channel. Ethan, he posted it, so that means he's not hiding it either. You know, we all thought that Ethan was the
Masculine and the manly.
the very, very straight one, but you know, some people like switch up, just do stuff that you're not expecting. So I was watching the video where they're reacting to their hypnosis, right? And I noticed that not one, not two, but 3 separate times the subject of James putting his head on Ethan's shoulder is brought up by 3 different people. First is by James himself.
I was just enjoying getting my head put on Ethan's shoulder every time.
Oh my god. Then is by, I think, Emma.
Laying on me, look.
Oh, he's loving it. And then the 3rd time is by Grayson.
He was really feeling nothing, but he was really feeling Ethan.
Not gonna lie, it really was.
And then the whole time Ethan is just like laughing and he's just like,
Yeah.
It really was.
so basically, if you haven't seen the video, the hypnosis, like the person tried to like put everyone to sleep, but like James, like, it didn't work for him, so he was awake like the whole time. He knew exactly what he was doing, which just makes me think that they're in love. So it just seems fitting to move on now from James to the Dolan twins, obviously.
The Dolan twins.
My conspiracy theory about the Dolan twins is that they're basically just the better version of the Paul brothers. Like, I know that the Paul brothers aren't really twins, but they like basically look like twins. They get put on this earth and basically just to make a bunch of mistakes, right? So God took a look at them and was like,
We can do better than that.
and so hence, boom, the Dolan twins. The Dolan twins are more attractive, they're more interesting to watch, they have better content, at least as far as I'm concerned. They're nicer, I would say, to like their fans and just like in general. They're like better people, and yeah, they're just better and more interesting than the Paul brothers. Also, I was watching some of their videos and I've noticed that Ethan and Grayson have literally the exact same voice, and except for Ethan's voice is like a smidge deeper than Grayson's.
We're back. We're back.
But literally, they have the exact same voice. So now, fittingly, we're moving on to Emma Chamberlain because, of course, this is who everyone clicked on to see. This is Emma Chamberlain. I mean,
You're laying on.
so where do I even start? Basically, I was doing my homework and I was looking at her Instagram and I realized that except for like 2 pictures, she basically hasn't like real smiled in like a good 4 years. Like, she never smiles on her Instagram, which leads me to believe that she's just trying to trick us all, because I actually think that she's like so much happier now that she's in LA than she ever was in San Francisco. So I feel like she's just like trying to like trip us up. You know what I mean? So she's like being all like moody on her Instagram, but actually she's like living her best life. She like doesn't want to like gloat too much, you know what I mean? So she's just like, you know, throwing a soft smile in there, but she's not like, you know what I mean? Honestly, I just like, she can't be real. Like, she like popped up like a year ago and she was like this fashion YouTuber, and then that didn't really work out, and so then she just like talks in front of a camera and makes coffee for like 10 minutes and now she has 4 million. Like,
What?
okay, no, that's not how life works, but congrats on 4 million. Like, okay, so my next person is Liza Koshy. So I freaking love Liza. I feel like she kind of dropped off the face of the earth because she's just been on to better things. I mean, she met Will Smith. Like, she's been doing great. But the one thing that I just can't get past is her and David Dobrik. If you didn't know, Liza Koshy and David Dobrik were the best couple. Like, arguably one of the best couples that have ever been, ever.
So who has the best taste in women? David. Call eggplant emoji.
And they broke up and they hid it from us. Oh my god. So what you see here is plain disrespect and child abuse, quite frankly. I'm running away, if any of you didn't know. So I need new parents. Someone get me new parents. Ugh. So Liza Koshy and David Dobrik, best couple ever. And then they break up, they hide it from us, and now there's no hope for love. Like, I know I have a girlfriend and like, that's different, but like literally, if they can't make it work, like literally no one can. I've just lost all faith in humanity. So my next victim is someone that you may know, and he's not really a YouTuber, but he's a music artist, and so he has music videos on YouTube, so like I'm counting that. But I just wanted to bring him in because he is a disgrace. Don't know if you know him, Jacob Sartorius. Sartorius, however. My conspiracy theory is he's actually 12. I looked at how old he is, and it said he's 15. But like, look at him. Like, there's no way that he's 15 years old. Like, even I looked better than he did at 15. Like, he literally looks 12 years old. There's no way that he's 15. He's actually 12 years old, and he will always be 12 years old. And that's that. Also, Millie Bobby Brown finally realized that she could do so much better than him. So my next conspiracy theories are like Maddie and Kenzie Ziegler. Since they're sisters, I thought I would wrap them together. Basically, my theory is they're not human. They're bionic. They were genetically made in a lab because there's no way that like two sisters can both be stunning, super successful, super sweet, super like chill, and just like so pretty. Like, what the heck? And when I met Maddie, like literally there was not a hair out of place on her head. Like, that's not normal. You know what I mean? They're not human. They were made in a lab. Like some scientist was like, we're gonna place them on Dance Moms and then they're just gonna be perfect for the rest of their lives. And yeah, that's that. Okay, moving on. So Josh Peck. I actually don't watch that many of Josh Peck's YouTube videos. I feel like I should, because he's just like, he's such a great guy. My conspiracy about him is that he is actually Josh from Drake and Josh. Like, that was not a character, that was just him playing his actual self. Because if you look at him, I mean, obviously the appearance is uncanny how much they look alike. That was a joke. He's sweet. He's like the wise one, you know what I mean? Like when David Dobrik like does something stupid, I mean, like sometimes he like, you know, I feel like they both like fool around, but I feel like he's like the older one that's like getting married and like settling down, and then David Dobrik's the one that's like,
oh yeah, you know what I mean?
I don't know what that was, but that's always how he was with Drake. Like Josh was just always the one that was like, Drake, don't do something stupid. And not that that's like David, but like, yeah. And he's like derpy, but I still like freaking love him. And so yeah, he's actually Josh from Drake and Josh. My final person that I'm doing a theory on is Shane Dawson. Shane, just an amazing guy. So my theory about him, I have two. So the first one, they're basically like, they're very similar. So basically, one, that he's the father of YouTube. Like, YouTube was born out of his half beard, his stubble. He was born and then YouTube just came with him. So YouTube was started in 2005. Shane was born in 1988. So when YouTube was started, he would have been 17, which is my age, and he's the father of YouTube. So like, yeah, he's the YouTube dad. And very similarly, he's just such a dad. Like, his entire personality, like, he's a dad. I don't know how else to put that. So I don't know what's going on, but he's got to have a kid somewhere. Like, I don't know how exactly that would work, since he's with like his boyfriend or whatever, but like, he's got to have a kid somewhere, because he's too much of a dad to not actually be a dad. You know what I mean? So like, I think that he actually has a child and he's actually a dad, and he's just like not telling us, because then we'd be like, oh, that makes sense. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see a part 2 or anything like this, then hit the like button and comment what your favorite theory was, who your favorite YouTuber is, and if you like this video and want to see more like it, then subscribe to my channel, because I put out new videos every single week. Hit that subscribe button, the like button, and comment button. I don't know what that was. Yeah, but I'll see you guys next week. Bye!